here with Tough Angel Books, and for this book talk, I'm going to be talking about This Song Will Save Your Life by Leela Sales. This is just one of those books that as soon as you're done reading it, it just hits like your top 5 favorite books. This has definitely hit that list because it is so well written, and Leela Sales has such a way of writing and doing it in such a way that you can actually relate to what is being said in the book. The story is about Elise Dembowski, a 16-year-old girl who's trying to figure out who she is as well as what her life is really doing. So as kind of the story goes on, a lot of good things and bad things happen, and it's almost like right in sync. As soon as something really, really good happens, something really bad happens, and as soon as something bad happens, something really good happens, and it's an up and down mix. This book is actually touches on kind of a form of depression. There are many different kinds of depression. This touches on a form of depression where she kind of doubts herself a lot, blames herself a lot, and tries to figure out, what does she really want. And in this story, she is forced into situations where she actually has to figure out who she trusts as friends, and if she can truly trust her parents. And it's such an interesting story because in the beginning of the book, you find out how bad her bullying experience was, and with that, you kind of also learn that, within the first 2 chapters, she attempted suicide without thinking she was attempting suicide. And it's a weird thing when that happens, because if any of you read the book, you know how it was done, and if any of you have actually done that, like I have in the past, that it's very easy to do that without realizing you're doing it. You get a really good look at Elisa's past, kind of what led her to where she is at the beginning of the story, where she wants to change how she looks, how she acts, everything, and quickly realizes that is the hardest thing you can do, is to change yourself overnight. So I gave this book a 5 out of 5 on Goodreads, and I would highly recommend this to anyone. I plan on buying this book in hardcover to add to my bookshelf because it is a stunning cover. It doesn't actually give anything away, but it's a beautiful cover and it gets your attention. It's a short book. It's under 300 pages long, so I would definitely recommend that. I'm gonna go quickly touch into some spoiler parts of this book. So if you don't want to get spoiled, I will see you all in my next video on Thursday. But for all of you who don't mind getting spoiled or have read this book, please stay so I can gush just a little bit. So I have to say, I love Vicky and Pippa. Like when she meets them and she gets introduced to Start, which is an underground nightclub, and it's such an amazing experience because she actually starts feeling accepted and welcomed, and even though it takes a few times, she still gets that feeling. She still felt like she's welcomed and like she's accepted, even though they don't know anything about her. And I definitely love Vicky because she brings Elise out of her shell a lot. Like, I don't think any time in her life would she have thought to wear rhinestone boots, rhinestone heels. Don't think at any point she would have thought to do that on her own, but Vicky kind of went, go for it, buy it for yourself, do this for yourself. It's okay to do this for yourself, especially since Elise was quickly becoming a well-known DJ who actually quickly gained experience and got a lot of and learned a lot from Char, who actually becomes a kind of a short-term love interest in this book. I kind of enjoyed the fact that it wasn't like a full-time love interest. It was just they were into each other. Now she's giving it a try with someone else. And and I absolutely love Mel, the bouncer for a start. Mel is absolutely amazing. I want to meet him in person. I want someone like him in person in my life, just because he's not afraid to step in and say what he thinks, and he's also not afraid to protect people for whatever reason. I get that that's what a bouncer does, but it just seemed like he took it to a whole new level, a whole new personal level. And I have to say that the whole super secret diary that was created is a little upsetting, because that's literally taking someone's life and playing with it. And I mean, if anyone had ever done that to me, I'm pretty sure I would have had a complete meltdown. And it was definitely an interesting turn when her dad actually showed up at start, because there was a blog post saying that she was going to commit suicide, and ended up going to the school, confronting the vice principal, saying, this is going on, do something about it. Her dad and her mom both go in, and so they both go in and tell the vice principal that you need to do something about this. This has to be a student here, and so on and so forth. And I just definitely loved the way this whole story worked out, because there was a lot of sections that stuff happens and you're wondering if it is going to work out, or if it's going to or if you're just going to finish the story and it's going to be unresolved. I just definitely love this book for that. 5 out of 5 stars was an easy rating for me. I would love to read this again once I get it in hardcover form to add to my shelf. But that is it for this book talk. I'm sorry I went 2.5 months without posting any book talks, but I will try and do it more, because I think I might actually be out of my reading slump. So until next time, please hit the subscribe button, because I would love for you guys to come back. I post new videos guaranteed every Thursday. And leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Hit the thumbs up button if you liked what I had to say about this book, or if you just like this book in general. Until next time, happy reading!